Details on Assassin's Creed Shadows are continuing to come in heavy and fast as its launch draws ever closer, with recent days having brought yet more information on the upcoming action RPG, plenty of which we've covered in past features and plenty that we haven't. This feature right here then is for the latter. A host of new information has emerged on the game's progression mechanics, customization options, base building systems, and more, so as we count the days down to Shadow's release, here, we're going to talk about more key gameplay details that we have learned about. Mastery. The developer had touched on Assassin's Creed Shadow's progression systems in the past, but with a recent deep dive, more elaborate details have also now emerged. As Naue and Yasuke level up and gain mastery points, they'll both be able to unlock new abilities and boosts in their mastery trees, with both having unique ones. Through weapon trees, players will be able to unlock new abilities, increase weapon proficiency, and learn new combos, while archetype trees will let Yasuke and Naue develop their skills as a samurai and assassin/shinobi respectively. It's also been confirmed that the players will be able to reset Naue and Yasuke's mastery points at any time, which should allow for some flexibility as far as your playstyle goes. Knowledge ranks. Your character's knowledge level will also have an important role to play in their progression, with their knowledge rank determining whether certain upgrades are available for unlocking. Like XP and mastery points, any and all knowledge gained by either character will be shared by both. And how exactly will that be earned? That'll be done through specific activities like tracking down and acquiring items known as lost pages, and learning new kata while playing as Yasuke.
Hey! Who's there?
Gear. Like its predecessors, Assassin's Creed Shadows will make your gear another crucial component of its progression systems, with each character equipping a headgear piece, 2 different weapons, an armor piece, and either a trinket or an amulet. Unlike other progression elements, gear, which will come in one of 5 tiers, ranging from common to legendary, obviously won't be shared across both characters. The game will also allow players to save different loadouts so you can easily swap between your personal favorite sets rather than having to manually change things out each time. Also, yes, equipment will also be upgradable at the Forge in the Hideout, your central hub. Perks. If you're looking to build further on your character's progression and customization on top of skills and equipment, perks will be the next main area of focus. Found on dead enemies, specifically on capital T targets, in chests at merchants by completing specific in-game challenges, or by crafting your own at the Hideout. Perks will allow you to modify and enhance your equipment and continue to tailor your playstyle. From basic stat improvements to applying afflictions on enemies to special passive buffs and more, perks will come in several different shapes and sizes. Endgame progression. If there's one thing that the Assassin's Creed games pride themselves on, it's having plenty of content to keep players busy for hours upon hours, even after rolling credits. Unsurprisingly then, Shadows will have systems in place specifically for endgame progression. After hitting Knowledge rank 6, players will unlock a completely new knowledge tree with a fresh set of passive boosts to make their way through and unlock. As the developer puts it, this new tree will allow players to maximize specific stats to fully embrace your ideal playstyle. Transmog. For those more concerned with the visual and cosmetic aspects of character customization, fret not, Assassin's Creed Shadows is offering plenty of flexibility on that front as well. As soon as players have unlocked the aforementioned Forge, which is clearly going to be pivotal to progression as a whole, you'll be able to apply Transmog, which means keeping your gear stats but making it look like other equipment that you own. In Shadows, Transmog will extend to weapons and even different weapon parts as well, courtesy of which players will be able to customize the visual of, say, a katana's blade handle and guard without affecting its stats or attributes. Assassinations. Assassinations will obviously be an important part of Shadow's gameplay loop. It's called Assassin's Creed after all. But how exactly will it work? Well, as the game starts off, your hidden blade will be able to deal 2 chunks of health bars worth of damage, which means enemies that have more health will be able to survive assassination attempts, while those that don't will perish instantly. Using the observe mechanic, players will be able to learn whether an enemy can be instantly assassinated. Perks, special equipment, mastery skills, and more will let you upgrade your hidden blade damage. If, however, all you want is one-hit kill assassinations with no caveats, Shadows will let you simply toggle that on by heading into its accessibility settings. Hideout. Players will be returning time and time again to the Hideout through Assassin's Creed Shadows runtime, and apparently there's going to be a lot to see and dive into. Nestled in the Azumi Setsu province, the Hideout will be unlocked early on in the game's story, specifically not long after you're done with the prologue. Expansions and customizations, meanwhile, will require 3 different resources: crops, minerals, and wood, that players will find throughout the open world. That, of course, will be in addition to mons, the currency that you'll be using throughout your time in feudal Japan. Customization elements, meanwhile, will be unlocked in a variety of ways, including unique side activities found in the world, completing quests of contracts, or purchasing them at vendors and shops. Hideout customization. The Hideout will afford players a great degree of freedom when it comes to customization, based on everything the developer has said about how things will work. Central among customization options will be different rooms and building types, the ever-so-important forge to assist with your gear and progression, a study with which to expand your network of scouts, a kakarega to allow you to unlock safe houses across the map, a dojo where you can enhance Naoe's and Yasuke's skills, a stable where you'll be able to smuggle resources, and more. Players will also be able to join rooms and buildings together, place a variety of interior decoration elements, and more. On top of that, exterior elements such as paths, light sources, fences, and more will also be available. Hideout denizens. As the Hideout grows and expands, it will, as you might imagine, also grow increasingly populous. Many of its denizens will be animals, added to your hub in several ways. Petting different species of cats and dogs around Japan will bring those furry buddies to your abode, as will engaging in specific side activities that task players with sketching animals in the wild. The latter will allow you to bring foxes, tanuki, and deer to your hideout. Beyond that, you can of course expect new vendors, scouts, blacksmiths, and of course, special allies to populate the hideout as it expands throughout the game's runtime. Hey, did you know that we at GamingBolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.